Hello everyone, welcome to Science Nerd. Today we're going to study about the mnemonics to learn the amino acids based on their classification. Like we will study about the essential, the semi-essential, the non-essential amino acids. Then we will talk about the hydrophilic, hydrophobic amino acids, the polar amino acids, the acidic and the basic amino acids. So this video is going to be helpful, and if you learn these mnemonics, you will always remember the amino acids then. So moving on, there are three classes of amino acids. First of all, the essential amino acid. In the essential amino acids, we have Ranbir Kapoor. We have Ranbir Kapoor loves Vivo. That's a phone brand, correct? With FM. A Vivo phone with FM, correct? So I'll just encircle the one letter code for the amino acids in order to learn them. However, I've written them with all of these. The capital letter as well. So R, first of all we have R, then we have K, L, V, then W, I, T, H and F, then we have M, correct? These are how we're seeing this. R is Ranbir Kapoor, but how does this mean from the amino acid point of view? R stands for arginine, K is for lysine, L is for leucine, then V in the Vivo, V in the Vivo, it is for valine, W is for tryptophan, I is for isoleucine, T is for threonine, H is for histidine, and then here we have F, phenylalanine. F sounds like phenyl, right? Phenylalanine, and then M is for methionine. So Ranbir Kapoor loves Vivo with FM, arginine, lysine, leucine, valine, tryptophan, isoleucine, threonine, histidine, phenylalanine and methionine. So now the essential amino acids, their classification, their one letter codon, I hope they'll be clear to you. Then we move on to the semi-essential amino acids. There are just two semi-essential amino acids. Semi-essential amino acids, correct? In the semi-essential amino acids, we just have to, and it is Hrithik Roshan. We're just talking about Bollywood so far. Hrithik Roshan. Okay, and here I encircle the one letter code, correct? H and R. H is for histidine and R is for arginine. Now if you look carefully, the non-essential amino acids also had these two, histidine and arginine, in which with WITH, H was for histidine, and in the starting only Ranbir Kapoor, arginine, correct? So these two are common. Histidine and arginine are common for essential and semi-essential amino acids. Then we have the non-essential amino acids. So for the non-essential amino acids, we will think of a situation. Somebody is lost. How do you track that person? You check for the GPS. You go for the inquiry calls. So that is what happens. Just imagine somebody is lost. How do we check him then? Why GPS? You know the global positioning system, it's in your phone. GPS and query inquiry. It's not visible, correct, sorry. And I'll just write it again. Y GPS and query inquiry calls, correct? If somebody is lost, and then since it's a Y, take a question. Then if somebody is lost, then we go for a GPS and also query inquiry calls. But why? If somebody is lost, correct? So we have Y, then here we have G, P and S, and here A and D, Q, E and C, correct? So how do we write it? Y, G, P, S. Y is for tyrosine. In tyrosine, Y comes, so Y. That is how you will remember. G is for glycine. P is for proline. Proline is a cyclic amino acid. Here you can remember this as well. S is for serine. YGPS. Then we have and. A, N and T. A is for alanine. N is for aspartame. And D is for aspartic acid or aspartame. Aspartate. So aspartic acid. You can also call it as aspartate. Aspartate as well. YGPS, and then we have query inquiry call. So Q, E and C. Correct? So Q is for glutamate and glutamine, glutamine. E is for glutamate, or what we call as glutamic acid. Glutamic acid, and C is for cysteine. So that is how we will remember about the non-essential amino acids. So I hope the essential, the non-essential and the semi-essential are clear to you. YGPS and query inquiry calls. Tyrosine, glycine, proline, serine, alanine, aspartame, aspartic acid, glutamine, glutamate, cysteine. Then the other classification of amino acids will be based on the polar and non-polar nature of the amino acids, correct? We have the polar amino acid. Here we have Santa team crafts new quilts yearly. Again we go with these okay. STCNQY. These are the polar amino acids, that is, they can be soluble in water as well. S is for serine, you already learnt it. T is for threonine, this also you read it. C, cysteine. N is for aspartame. Q is for glutamine. Y is for tyrosine. That's it. Serine, threonine, cysteine, aspartame, glutamine and tyrosine. So here we are clear with the polar amino acids. Next we have the non-polar amino acids. For the non-polar amino acids we have another mnemonics. Non-polar amino acid, that is, they are not soluble inside aqueous solutions like water, alcohol and etc. So we have another question coming. No, not a question this time, it's a statement, sorry. It says grandma always visits London in May for Wiscon's party. Okay. So the grandma always visits, grandma always visits London in May for Wiscon's party. Now the one letter put on. G is for glycine, A is for alanine, V is for valine, L is for leucine, I is for isoleucine, M is for methionine, F is for phenylalanine, W is for tryptophan and P is for proline. So here we'll do as GAVLI, MFW and P. Grandma always visits London in May for Wiscon's party. G is for glycine, A alanine, V valine, L leucine, I isoleucine, M methionine, F phenylalanine, W tryptophan, P proline. So this way you'll be able to study about the amino acids and always remember them easily. So polar, non-polar we've done, essential, semi-essential and the non-essential we've done. Now we'll go on to hydrophilic and the hydrophobic ones. Hydrophilic means the ones that are water loving. In this we will study about, there are lots and lots of amino acids in this category. So this mnemonics you should remember. You can consult the video again and again, and then you can remember about it. So here comes another question. Why quality control? This you study in your graduation and post-graduation. Quality control, research and development you do, and here A and D should not be there, it should be ND, okay, the short form. Research and development. Then we have another subject in life sciences called genetic engineering. Then we have another subject called as history of therapeutics. That also we do study. And the last, kinetics we study for the growth curve, right? For the metabolism of bacterial cultures and other things, we need to study about the kinetics. So why quality control, research and development, genetic engineering? Okay, one more was there. Genetic engineering, history of therapeutics and sciences together. So this is the question. Why are you studying quality control, research and development, genetic engineering, history of therapeutics, kinetics, sciences? So underline the capital letters, then I'll teach you about it. Y, Q, C, R, N, T. Then we have G, E, H, T, K and S. Correct? There are 12, okay? 12 hydrophilic amino acids you have. Y is for tyrosine. Q is for glutamine. Glutamine. C is for cysteine. R is for arginine. N is for aspartame. D is for aspartate, or what you call as aspartic acid. Correct? Then G in the genetic engineering, G is for glycine. E is for, I'll just write it like this. So G is for glycine. E is for glutamic acid or glutamate. H is for histidine. T is for threonine. K is for lysine. S is for serine. So why quality control, research and development, genetic engineering, history of therapeutics, kinetics and sciences. Tyrosine, glutamine, cysteine, arginine, aspartate, glycine, glutamic acid, histidine, threonine, lysine, serine. That's it. These are the hydrophilic amino acids. Now moving on to the hydrophobic amino acids. Again, we need to remember Bollywood now. In this, we have now the hydrophobic. That are scared of water or or water heating. In this we have Alia Bhatt, okay. ALAI and A is small. So these are the 1 letter codons we will study. Correct? Alia may proceed with fashion vloggers. Okay. So Alia may proceed with fashion vloggers. This A means alanine, L is leucine, I is isoleucine, M is methionine, P is proline, W is tryptophan, F is phenylalanine, V is valine. Alia may proceed with fashion bloggers, alanine, leucine, isoleucine, methionine, proline, tryptophan, phenylalanine and valine. So we've done with essential, non-essential, semi-essential, polar, non-polar, hydrophilic, hydrophobic amino acids, and now the last classification of amino acid is on the basis of their acidic nature or basic nature. So now we will do as acidic amino acid. Okay. The ones that have acid written in their end, correct? What all are there? D and E. D was for aspartic acid and E is for, what is E? Glutamic acid. Okay. Here no mnemonics required, just the word acid is enough for you to remember. Okay, these fall into the acidic amino acids. Now the last category will be on the basis of basic charge on them. We have the basic amino acids, correct? When you're about to sell your house to somebody, what all you tell them? Okay, we have one hall, we have one kitchen, we have 2 rooms or 3 rooms. That is how you tell, na? So hall, kitchen and rooms. This does not look like our rooms. Okay, so hall, kitchen and rooms. That is how you sell it off, or you buy, even if you go for buying a house or renting a house, or so how it is hall, kitchen and rooms. H is for, you know now, histidine. K is for lysine. R is for arginine. So these are the 3 types of basic amino acids: histidine, lysine and arginine. So basic, acidic, hydrophilic, hydrophobic, essential, non-essential, semi-essential, polar, non-polar, all your amino acids you've covered by the help of mnemonics, and it is a very easy way to remember and remember it forever. I hope you like the video. Do subscribe to my channel. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you.